Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm your host, Raleen Marks. After a little bit of a break that we had with Shavuot, and I hope that you all enjoyed your Chag and are maybe in a little bit of a cheesecake coma, or at least out of your cheesecake coma. But here we are with today's top story. And Chaver Knesset for the Likud, Miki Zohar, has said that it will be the Israeli electorate and not the judicial system that will determine Prime Minister Netanyahu's fate. Now, if we go back to February, and Attorney General Mandelblit made the announcement that he will be pursuing corruption charges against the Prime Minister. And as we all know, Israel is in for its second round of elections on the 17th of September later this year. And Chaver Knesset Zohar also hinted that if Netanyahu wins these elections and is able to form a coalition afterwards, then perhaps they will push for immunity. So it's the soap opera of all soap operas. It's only going to get more exciting, and we here at the Israel Brief promise to keep you updated. Now, staying in Israel, and Israel's Ministry of Strategic Affairs have announced that over the last 2 years, they have quietly been pursuing a strategy not only to expose the ties between BDS and terror organizations, which they released earlier this year in their expose Terrorists in Suits, but they have also been able to close down at least 30 fundraising accounts that were being hosted by platforms such as PayPal and DonorBox. And they said that they've managed to do this by working along with pro-Israel activists who've contacted these two hosts and told them about exactly who BDS are and have exposed their links to terror and how this violates their regulations. And to date, at least 10 accounts have been closed in the United States and 20 in Europe. And staying internationally, and the international edition of the New York Times has released a statement that following the fallout over the cartoon that featured Prime Minister Netanyahu as a guard dog wearing a Star of David leading a blind US President Donald Trump, which created a lot of outroar and a lot of upset earlier this year, that they will no longer be publishing political cartoons. Now, they've said that this has been discussion and it's a decision that they've been mulling over for a long time now. However, given the upset that the obviously anti-Semitic political cartoon created, that they will no longer be doing this. So these are your top stories for the day, and check out our online content for more in-depth analysis, and you can read all about how Israel has designed an Iron Dome, but this time for mosquitoes. So if you are also irritated by the constant bzz, 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 bzz of mosquitoes in the summer or the winter time, depending on wherever in the world you are, read more in Dave Kaplan's article about Iron Domes against mosquitoes. And also, our Facebook family is growing bigger. And if you haven't joined us, make sure that you do. You can like us, you can follow us on Facebook. You'll find us at Lotl Site. And if you like your daily dose of Israeli news, compact and delivered straight to a device near you, simply click on the subscribe button below. I'm Raleen Marks for the Israel Brief, and tomorrow we bring you a little bit of an expose which will be featured on the Lay of the Land site, and that is my personal story with somebody calling me a shitty Jew several weeks ago and the subsequent follow-up to there. So it's a little bit of a name and shame expose, but make sure that you report either onto our website or onto our Facebook page tomorrow. And until then, have a great day.